I didn't install the camera because I didn't trust her. I installed it because I needed the truth staring back at me. That morning, she handed me coffee with the same rehearsed smile she'd perfected for dinner parties. Her phone buzzed twice. She angled it away. I didn't ask who was texting. By that point, silence had become the language we both spoke best. When I left for work, I didn't head to the office. I parked 3 blocks over, laptop balanced on my steering wheel, watching the live feed from the camera tucked inside the living room clock. At first, nothing happened, just morning light creeping through our expensive curtains, the quiet anticipation of betrayal about to unfold. Then the doorbell chimed, and in walked her boss. He was the type of guy who communicated with his Rolex, his expensive cologne, and the confidence of someone who'd never heard the word no. He didn't even pause before kissing her. She didn't pause before kissing him back. That was the exact moment I stopped breathing. Not because my heart broke, because everything suddenly made sense. We'd met 6 years earlier. I was the reserved type, growing my business one step at a time. She was the spark that made every room feel electric. She appreciated how steady I was, how driven. I appreciated how she made everything feel more alive. I gave her a life that sparkled. Luxury cars, exotic trips, a penthouse with views for days. She gave me a lie decorated with smiles. When her career took off, I cheered louder than anyone. I didn't realize that her boss's name kept popping up, that she started dressing up for meetings that ran late, that she began saying my money instead of our money. The evening she forgot to shut her laptop, I spotted a message from him. 3 words that seared themselves into my brain like fire: "Can't wait tomorrow." It wasn't the message itself. It was the timing. I was traveling for business that night. I didn't confront her. I didn't yell. I didn't throw accusations around. I strategized. I began moving carefully, quietly shifting the accounts she never bothered checking, building a hidden framework beneath our joint finances. I hired a buddy of mine, an IT guy, to plant a hidden camera inside a decorative clock she'd picked out herself. Irony hits different when mixed with betrayal. Then I watched and waited. Days stretched into weeks. Every time she lied to my face, I smiled just a little more naturally. I started understanding the mindset of a cheater. They don't just lie to you, they lie to themselves every single morning. The footage stopped shocking me eventually. Their embraces, the way his hands found her waist, the intimate laughter, it all transformed into cold evidence, nothing more. But on the 5th day, something new happened. After he walked out, she didn't just relax. She went straight to my office, my private space. She opened my desk drawer, grabbed a stack of papers, my company's financial records, and then I watched her grab her phone. She called my business partner. My only business partner. And in that sweet, captivating voice I'd once fallen hard for, she informed him I was scheming to transfer assets overseas illegally. She was framing me. That's when the heartache vanished and something ice-cold settled in its place. Revenge isn't about anger. It's about accuracy. I dedicated the following month to quietly, methodically tearing down her illusions. First, I constructed a false money trail, a handful of transactions that appeared shady but led straight back to her. Next, I arranged a sit-down with her boss, acting like I wanted to pitch him a business partnership. I recorded every word. He thought he was being smart, bragging about his relationship advantage over me through her. I stayed quiet, just grinned and shook his hand. 2 weeks passed, and then I executed my plan. The confrontation wasn't dramatic. It was calculated. She walked through the door one night, wine glass in hand, anticipating the usual quiet. I hit play on the footage on our big screen. Every single frame, every whispered word, every act of betrayal. She went completely still. Then, like every liar does, she tried spinning it. "You invaded my privacy." I actually laughed. "You destroyed something you can't even comprehend." Before she could reply, I delivered the knockout punch. Her company had just received an anonymous tip with proof of insider information being leaked by her and her boss. The board had already put him on suspension. That recording of him discussing relationship leverage sealed his fate. By sunrise, she'd lost her position, her professional standing, and her attorney's trust. By sunset, I'd started divorce proceedings. Assets locked down, accounts rerouted, her financial future demolished by her own greed. She didn't shed tears, she just looked at me like a poker player who finally understood the house always wins. I packed up and left 2 days after that, let her keep the penthouse, stripped clean of anything worth taking except that clock. The same clock that documented her self-destruction. Sometimes I replay that feed in my mind, how I sat parked in my car watching everything I'd created crumble in real time. But honestly, that day didn't destroy me. It rebuilt me. People claim revenge leaves you empty. They're mistaken. It's pure. It's final. It brings order back to a world that had spiraled into chaos.